What's up, everybody? Jesse Burdick here, Power WOD for Morning After Mobility. Done a lot of lower body stuff, so now it's time to head into kind of upper body stuff. Moving into episode 5 here, which is the double shoulder bandaroo. So again, you're going to need about 2 light, 2 average bands, maybe 1 strong, 1 average. Going to depend on the person. So what I'm going to do is take 1 band. We're going to go and choke it right about at shoulder height. On the rig or on the rack, you'll be fine. What you're going to do is take the affected shoulder. I'm going to actually grab a bigger band because you get a little bit more contact on my shoulder. If you're muscular in this area at all, you're going to need a bigger contact, which I assume is everybody, right? Really easy. Take it. Step on the bottom. This is the challenging part. If it's a heavier band, but you can still do it, go ahead and bend down. You're going to go ahead and put it over the affected shoulder. Okay? Just like so. So what that should be doing is this should be pulling that shoulder and your whole shoulder girdle down. If you really realize it, if you even look in the mirror sometimes, we're all up, shoulders kind of in our ears here. This is going to force this down and create a lot of space for your shoulder to move. Even just this in general, for a lot of people, it's just like, whoa, my gosh, this makes my shoulder feel so much better. So go ahead and kind of practice with this, move around a little bit, take it through some range of motion, etc. But what we're going to do, because we're awesome and we're extra banged up, more or less than anything, we go ahead and take this, take the affected shoulder, slip our hand through a band again, and give ourselves a little bit more distraction. I'm going to move out. I feel like I'm going to go out of frame. A little bit more distraction in that shoulder, and a little bit more range of motion, internal, external rotation. So what I like to do here, slip through, take a couple steps back. And again, the goal here is to let the bands do the work. Bands will make her dance, right, boys? Here, moving out, that's going to distract this way. Band on our shoulder pulling down. It's going to distract it that way. Really allow you to make sure that shoulder can get a good stretch. This feels amazing. Just kind of sitting here. If you can, the key is allowing yourself to relax. A lot of times, people have a big problem. They're going to tense up into the band. If you allow that band to do the work for you, stretch is going to be so much greater, and the return is going to be so much greater too. The range of motion recovered after doing this is going to be fantastic. So any sort of overhead pressing, bench pressing, if you even did a ton of back or trap, even lat work, this is going to help kind of relieve that shoulder and allow you to move on to the next kind of workout without too much being banged up. So again, you're going to go ahead and do this, patient tolerance. I like to try and do this for about 3 minutes or until my hand turns pretty much completely white. When it does that, I know that it's time to go ahead and move on. It's going to depend on everybody. This may be too much. People's hands may go numb. You want to probably stop at that point. Go ahead and switch sides and then come back. If it takes you a couple times, that's okay. You're still going to get the effect that we're after. Just realize that you don't have to push it to the recommendations that I'm throwing out there. If you can only hold it for 30 seconds because A, it hurts that bad, or B, your hand's going to sleep, your shoulder's going to sleep, something's going weird, don't keep going. Stop and break them up. It should get better as you go along. If it doesn't, you need to go find a professional and figure out what the hell's going on with you. But in general, this the 2-band shoulder attack that we're got going on here is going to relieve a lot of pain, any sort of upper body stuff that you've had going on. Again, bands you can find anywhere, any sort of rack situation in your gym, whether it's a rig or just a rack. Make sure it's anchored to the ground. I had someone ask me that. Every time I do the band stretch, my rack moves and screws everything up. Make sure it's anchored down, or if you have a weight tree on it or something along those lines, go for it. Anything that's going to be nailed into the ground should be acceptable for this sort of work. But That's our first kind of upper body mobility one for morning after mobility. It's gonna be a great one. Make sure you guys check it out. Again, another band, make sure you get a good purchase on that shoulder. Don't want a super skinny one. This is a strong or even a super strong band. And then you're gonna need something that's gonna, off the rack, probably an average band is gonna be the highest that anyone's gonna wanna go. And you're just gonna go ahead and take it through a range of motion, move it around, make sure we get that joint nice and loose, so we can kind of move on and get after what we really want to do, which is getting jacked and tan. All right, boys.